Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. Ghost and today we're going to be back on Estuary. It's a domination mode and we're going to be in the Baltimore tier 7 American heavy cruiser. So just in case you guys aren't aware, I woke up like 45 minutes ago, so my voice might sound a little lower and whatnot, so just keep that in mind. But we're not on the regular Estuary, we're on the updated Estuary today. As you guys can see, the map is quite different. There is a Bravo, Charlie, and Alpha spawn, and it looks like they just kind of cut off the right side of the map. So, very interesting indeed. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna push kind of middle, and then we're gonna cut off to the right and or left, whatever side needs help, and we're just gonna help from the middle, provide some beautiful American 203 support, right? That's the whole idea. In case you guys haven't seen any of my videos in the Baltimore, I will go over it a little bit, just, you know, general idea of what the ship is about. And, well, it's about the guns. Number one, the guns are fantastic on the Baltimore. The Baltimore is an American heavy cruiser, which means she has access to the 203mm American 8-inch guns, and the 8-inch guns are fantastic, especially when you're dealing with the armor-piercing side of things. Now, speaking of armor-piercing, Massachusetts just shot a full salvo of 16-inch armor-piercing my way, and we're not about that life, so we're going to turn in, and we're going to dodge a majority of those shells. I do not get the kind of matches where people just sail straight for me and never worry about me. No, everybody seems to want a piece of Dr. Ghost, and, you know, Spartan Elite 43, he's not the only content creator that gets targeted. Right now, I am getting targeted by people off my bow. I'm getting targeted by people off my right side. You know, not everybody, at least not only Spartan is the only one that gets hyper-focused, okay? That is for sure. I don't know what it's been lately, but every game I've played so far, I've been just getting shot at by everything. Which might be a main factor in why I haven't been getting great games as of late. But then again, I might be, you know, I might just be having skill issues, as all the cool kids say, but I highly doubt that. But nonetheless, we're up to 14,000 damage, and we're just trying to do little bits of damage here and there. Just letting you guys know right away that this game is not going to be anything spectacular in terms of damage, but we are going to, you know, still do our job and do the best we can with the limited amount of resources we have at our disposal. One thing to mention is there's a Massachusetts out there, and I'm not going to push around this island. I'm going to stay behind this island until he dies or it's safe, right? We know the Massachusetts overmatches us, so we're not about that life. And, well, we've already lost half of our health just to fires and getting bombed by the carrier and shot by the Massachusetts and the Azuma and the destroyers and everything. So, yeah, I'm not pushing around this island. I'm going to use this island for the rest of the game. Okay? So, just keep that one in mind. We're still getting attacked by the carrier. Also, we did just get our first kill on the enemy destroyer. We did yoink it. We had a fire on him, so there you go. Gotta love that. But, yeah, I mean, this video is kind of just showing off the map, right? This is not a very good Baltimore game in the grand scheme of things. I've had plenty of better Baltimore games. But the reason why I wanted to show you guys this game was, number one, it's my first match on this new version of Estuary. So that's what the video is about today, is just showing off Estuary and the new map. It looks like what they've done is they've basically zoomed it in a little bit and they've cut off, like I said, the right side of the map. Which I'm on board with. I think it's cool. It adds a bit of a different sort of, you know, match, right? It adds a bit more flavor to the game. I'm always about wargaming, changing it up a little bit, right? Obviously, I don't want them to change it up for the worse. I don't want them overhauling the UI like they did on World of Tanks console and completely ruining it. I don't want something like that. I just like it when wargaming, you know, changes around the spawns and changes the maps around a little bit. I like that. I'm on board with stuff like that. It keeps the game fresh, it keeps it interesting, and it keeps me coming back, and it's really fun. I think it just doing small things like this, having different versions of the maps we already have, even just rotating the map a little bit, changing the spawns around, it adds a bit of flavor, and it's really cool. So I'm glad that Wargaming is doing stuff like this. More stuff like this, Wargaming, because it makes playing our ships that we already have a lot more fun. It makes it interesting. The same old maps every time is not that fun, okay? In my opinion, I don't like playing the same maps every single time I get on. I like to have a little bit of flavor and a little bit of variety, right? So I think that's fun that they're doing this to some of the maps that I really enjoy, like Estuary, for example. I love Estuary already. Like, I don't get it enough anyway in Standard. So this is cool, but I still, even if I had to choose between this version of Estuary and the regular version, I would probably still prefer the regular version, because the regular version is a lot better for like cruisers like this, or any cruiser that needs to kite away. That's the thing I like about the bigger version of Estuary, is if you need to, you can run away, kite, and come back in and, you know, do all that. But this map is more of a close range to medium range kind of map. It's going to be really good for brawlers. It's going to be really good for people who want to YOLO in, like in Palo Emilios and stuff like that. But overall, I mean, still, like, we're making this work. We're making it work with the Baltimore here. We're up to 63,000 damage. Like I said, nothing special here. We did get a couple Citadels also on that broadside Azuma, which is to be expected. It's a broadside Azuma, which is a pretty heavy, you know, cruiser for Japanese ships. So, yeah, Baltimore is one of those heavy cruisers that actually can punch through its Citadel at pretty decent ranges. So, that is something to really enjoy there for sure. But just like that, I mean, our team has done excelente up to this point. They have basically killed everything on the enemy team, and down goes the Leyfen task that I radared and whatnot. So the team is just doing great. You love to see that. The enemy team, not so much. This has been a pretty one-sided game, obviously. And just like that, the Atlanta takes down the Benson, which was the last destroyer, and the only ship left now is the carrier. And, well, yeah, it's not going to take long for him to get spotted, because this is the smaller version of Estuary, and, well, there he is. So, yeah, you don't got a lot of room to hide, buddy. And, well, we're going to begin to start smacking them around with our 203s. We get a bit of decent damage there. And after that, we're just not going to get a lot of results with the AP. So we're going to end up switching over to the high explosive. I think once we get this last armor-piercing salvo off. And, yep, we switch over to the AP, or to the HE. So we can get a bit more consistent damage and whatnot, and fires and all that stuff. But, yeah, that Saipan is not long for this world. And we're about to get the Charlie cap as well, so there we go. Very nice, and we now basically have map control, and there's nothing this carrier can do. He's in between all of us, and we're just going to absolutely just rake him up. Yeah, really, that's about the end of the game. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this new map. Have you guys played on any of the other maps? Are there any significant changes? Let me know in the comments below, because I know Wargaming, if you looked at the patch notes, they have done quite a bit of changes, I guess, to some of the maps. So, yeah, pretty interesting stuff, indeed. But, anyway, that's our second kill and our final kill of the game. Down goes the Saipan and the carrier overall. And, yeah, victory, man, on my first time playing on the new map. Nothing great in terms of damage, but we still placed high on the leaderboard. We were top of the leaderboard with 2.4k base. I will take that. Not a great game, but, I mean, it's to be expected with a match like that. Everybody focusing me at the beginning. I had to get behind that island and, you know, protect myself a little bit. But anyway, the commander we're running is Norman Scott. We got Nikolai Kuznetsov and Francesco Membelli as inspirations. We got directed impact, beyond range, igniter, punch through, fixated, and fully packed. And yeah, anyway, we're getting super close to 4K subs, so make sure you guys go down there, hit the sub button and all the stuff. Thank you all for watching today's video. And yeah, I will catch you all on the next one. Peace out, stay healthy, as always.